This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. St. Catherine Higgler murdered. 26-year-old Higgler Donovan Monroe was shot and killed on Wednesday in Gordon Penn District in St. Catherine. Residents of Love Lane reported that about 2 p.m., explosions were heard in the area and the police were called. Monroe, otherwise called Bomba and O'Brien, who lived in the community, was found suffering from gunshot wounds to the upper body. The body was removed from the scene. The police are yet to establish a motive for the murder. Decomposing body believed to be of missing man found in St. Catherine. The decomposing body of a man has been found in Gravel Heights in St. Catherine. The police believe that the remains are that of a man who was reported missing recently. Investigators were called to the area around 10 a.m. after residents reported a foul odor in the community. The body was discovered in bushes during a search of the area. The scene is being processed by investigators. Shaggy loses temper at the stagehands during performance in Germany. Grammy Award-winning singer Shaggy vented his anger at the stagehands during his performance at this year's edition of Summer Jam in Cologne, Germany. While Shaggy was still performing, the reggae dancehall veteran became furious at the organizers who apparently tried to end his set. When the producers tried to shut off his equipment, the Jamaican artist exploded into an expletive-laden rant. Shaggy, whose real name is Orville Burrell, continued to hurl several Jamaican obscenities at the stagehands, telling them not to touch his equipment. The entire incident has been circulating on social media in a video that has left many people stunned. Committee of inquiry set up to investigate a video of JP's interviewing murder accused. A committee of inquiry is to report within 4 weeks its findings from an investigation into the viral video involving murder-accused Roisin Barnett. In the video, 4 justices of the peace, one being a medical doctor, were seen questioning the condition and health of Mr. Barnett. In a statement Thursday, the Ministry of Justice said the investigation is to determine if there were any breaches by the JPs and to recommend what action should be taken. The report will be submitted to the relevant custodes and the Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck. The Justice Ministry says the report will guide the conduct of JPs when seeking to protect the rights and the dignity of persons in custody. Fingers pointed at public officials in gun importation. Chairman of the Integrity Commission, retired Justice Seymour Panton, says some public officials at the country's ports or those who have a hand in those operations may be facilitating the importation of illegal weapons and are contributing to the high levels of violence and the murders plaguing the island. Illegal guns are playing a significant role in the murders and the serious bodily harm that are now commonplace. Our established ports of entry have been identified as venues through which significant numbers of these weapons of death pass if the police reports are true, and I have no reason to doubt them. It means that there are persons working at some, if not all, of our ports who are facilitating this activity. This is corruption of the highest order. Some of these persons may be public officials. There may also be public officials who do not work at the ports but who have had a hand in these matters, the chairman said in his remarks in the Commission's 2021-2022 annual report, which was laid before Parliament on Tuesday. He urged the informants to come forward and give information to the Commission that could help to identify and arrest these officials. The nation is bleeding, Panton said. Meanwhile, he said the Commission would not let up on its repeated requests for changes to be made to Sections 53 and 56 of the Integrity Commission Act, which prohibits it from communicating to the public even the mere fact of whether an investigation is underway into matters. The Commission is firmly of the view that this is a serious impediment to good governance. Given the mandate of the Commission, the right to communicate ought to be concomitant. It is clearly ridiculous that whereas the police quite rightly can say that they are investigating a criminal matter, the Integrity Commission is not allowed to say it is or is not investigating a matter that does not involve criminality. The Commission will therefore continue to impress on Parliament the need to make the necessary amendments. And I wish at the same time to assure the public that every allegation or complaint made to the Commission is treated seriously and dealt with in confidence, the Commission chairman said. In his remarks, Executive Director Greg Christie said Jamaica must accept that it has a serious corruption perception problem, as indicated by its 70th place ranking on Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index, having slipped one spot below the 2020 ranking of 69. Jamaica has a score of 44 out of 100 and has only averaged a 37.8 in the 20 years that Transparency International has been ranking the country out of 180 countries. Scores below 50 means a country has significant corruption problem, Christie pointed out. A persistently low CPI, such as Jamaica's, signals prevalent bribery, lack of punishment for corruption, and public institutions that do not respond to citizens' needs. Instructively, TI in its January 2020 report said this about Jamaica. Jamaica has been struggling for several years. It has made some progress. However, this has come alongside significant resistance to anti-corruption reforms from many politicians in the country. The statement, coming from the world's leading and most respected anti-corruption watchdog, is concerning, Christie said. He argued that if a country's anti-corruption laws are weak, its anti-corruption agency will never be strong or truly effective. Christie butt heads with parliamentarians at Wednesday's meeting of the Oversight Committee, which is reviewing the Integrity Commission Act, over the significance of the TI score and a proposed expansion of declaration requirements for politicians. Popcorn threatens to sue police for libel over drug-related allegations. Bert Samuels, the prominent attorney at law representing dancehall artist Popcorn, has come out swinging at the Jamaica Constabulary Force after allegations of drug-related conviction of the unruly boss in Barbados were introduced into the public sphere by the police on Wednesday. Samuels has instructed his team to file a libel lawsuit against the JCF in the Supreme Court at 1 p.m. Thursday. I am going ahead with the lawsuit. We will be filing the libel suit, the attorney at law told the news. The libel suit revolves around a marijuana conviction and a cocaine arrest of Popcorn, whose real name is Andre Sutherland, in the Eastern Caribbean island. A release issued by the JCF on Wednesday alleged that the International Criminal Police Organization had issued a green notice alerting authorities to the drugs-related conviction, and this may have led to immigration issues faced by the Jamaican dancehall artists in the United Kingdom. The JCF confirmed that Sutherland was convicted in 2009 in Barbados for possession of marijuana and subsequently deported to Jamaica. He was again arrested in Barbados in 2011 for possession of cocaine, the JCF claimed. Samuels called the allegations an entire falsehood concocted by the Jamaica Constabulary Force to push back against the allegations that the Jamaican government had put a red flag against Popcorn's name. The JCF release explained that arising from those arrests and other intelligence gathered, a green notice was generated by Interpol in relation to him in 2015. The notice was then reconfirmed by Interpol in 2018. A green notice provides Interpol members with a warning about a traveler's potential criminal activities where the person may be considered a threat to public safety, a release from the JCF said. Sutherland has had numerous run-ins with the law since he shot to fame as a member of Vybz Kartel's Portmore Empire in the late 2000s. In 2010, the unruly boss was arrested by the Bahamian police along with two members of the Portmore Empire after an altercation at the Lindell Pindlane International Airport. Sutherland was convicted of marijuana possession in Jamaica in 2011. In February 2016, he was fined for assaulting a police officer at the Norman Manley International Airport in 2013. His lawyer, Bert Samuels, had asked that the charge not be added to his client's permanent record or it may affect his ability to travel. In May 2016, he was fined EC $1,000 or 6 months in prison on each of the two offenses with which he was charged following a tussle with a policeman at a stage show in Antigua. In November last year, he was fined a total of $10,000 after pleading guilty to several road traffic violations in Jamaica. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.